Meeting will come to order. Roll call, Gina,
Here.
Ashley,
Here.
Amy,
Here.
Lisa is missing, myself, and we've got Ashley Carroll. Welcome again. Um, Review the minutes from our last meeting.
I have one correction.
Oh, sorry. Okay, what is it?
Oops.
Where it says, ballpark figure and what they are asking from other counties, that
Yes.
should be cities, because there's only one county involved.
Okay, it's all Cedar County.
Yeah,
Okay.
it should be cities.
Okay.
And that was the only one I
Got
saw.
it.
Oh, other than, should be the first city, not county.
When she's talking about,
Tanya stated we were the first city she has presented to, and not county.
okay,
We weren't the first county. She's only going to Cedar County. It's for the Cedar County Animal Shelter.
the first city.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, I have something. I'm a Wildman now,
Oh,
so,
is this a congratulations?
no, I mean, it's just been a year, but yeah,
Okay. So you go by,
wild man,
You better call Leslie because it's on here
I
too.
know. It's on the email.
Gotcha.
I got an email from her, so.
okay, okay.
Okay. Any other
Otherwise-
additions or corrections? Not a motion to approve as amended?
approve.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Okay, old business, dog park projects, well, Melissa, go ahead.
Okay, so, we removed the fencing, we'll have to figure out something that we can do to shut it down a little bit better.
Yeah.
We probably have to shut the whole thing down and just
Yep.
lock it for a month or something.
Yep, yep. Let's see what else, we removed the furniture from in the area, we put a table up there for temporary. We'll order some matching benches from the outside. A couple of the not residents, but the patrons mentioned that they would like maybe a table in there also or something, a smaller table. We'll have to just figure
In
out.
addition to the picnic table?
Then they, remove the, after the picnic table is removed back out, because they'd like the picnic table in the open shelter, a picnic table in the grass, and then another table potentially in the enclosed shelter with some benches. So
Yeah,
we'll have to see how much room
Yeah.
is there.
yeah.
After that, we'll see that. We're working on, like, the Public Works won't mow the dog park if there's somebody in there.
Great.
So, which, complete liability to do that, so,
Yeah.
we posted and, when they would be mowing. And hopefully it'll be a regular schedule, so that way we can shut it down for those couple of hours and give them some leeway in there so that people aren't using it.
One positive thing about that is that area that was cordoned off, even though a lot of the seed didn't take, it grew taller, which gave it a better root system, and that was good for it.
It's looking better, it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, letting it go was a good thing. And I think that's it for now, for the project. It's a work in progress, but I did share with the patrons out there that they're welcome to bring their items in, but they have to bring them out just like any other park, you know, and if there's items that they would like, they can bring it to the Animal Control Commission, they can bring it to Parks and Rec Commission, they can bring it to me, you know what I mean?
Right,
And we will,
right.
we'll
Yeah.
figure out if there's allocations. It is an important asset to our community, and I'm grateful that they've found their community, and
Yeah.
that's great. But we just need to work within some guidelines.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks.
With that, we should decide whether or not we want to do a dog park cleanup. You know, last time we mentioned it, some spray paint over that metal,
Mailbox.
mailbox thing, and some paint. There is some holes that need to be covered in the northwest corner, on the west side, as well as the north side. I was thinking that a couple of pails full of the gravel off the parking lot might be the simplest. To pour that over, it might be simpler than anything else. Thought about a cable, I don't know who has a cable. You can put a cable on the bottom, tie those down. If you had one, that'd be great, but I think gravel will probably do it, be the simplest. And then underneath the sign up there, it's, I wish it were flowers, but it isn't.
Yeah.
It's grass and weeds.
Spray it.
So if we can shovel that out pretty easily and pull it out, put some mulch in there and put some flowers. So there's some projects to do. We used to try to do it on a Sunday when nobody was there, and then we learned a couple years ago when we did it and people were there, they just appreciated it. It was like they took ownership and said thanks and whatnot, so doing it while people is there is probably okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like where you're going with it. If you guys pick a date, I can put a posting out there and then put a posting at the dog park too. That way, if people are aware of the projects, maybe they will come and help, because they are wanting to take ownership of
Yeah.
it, and that's a good thing. So I think there's more buy-in, but managing volunteers is a struggle, so
Mhm.
that is a problem too.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
We don't,
Yeah, there's not that much.
probably about 4 people is about busy for
Yeah.
45 minutes, and that's probably it.
Yeah.
But it might be,
Might be nice
but
to
it might be
include them.
nice for them to see a face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, with
Right.
people that they can then relay information or concerns with. You know what I mean, kind of more of as a
Sure.
community outreach sort of thing, and
Right.
a bridging the gap. I heard a lot of that too.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah. Do we want to have our next meeting out
Is-
there?
Well, what works, we've done it before. There probably won't be a lot on the agenda. So that would be June 8th. Does that sound good? Okay with people? Okay. And I'll let Leslie know, so we won't be recording that meeting. We probably will still have a meeting in case there's something.
Yeah.
What do people have or people want to bring? I think I've still got some clear stain. That's probably the bigger project, is the staining takes time. Need some white paint, and I've got some spray black paint,
Okay.
so we can do in that mailbox thing.
I can look at home, see if we have any outdoor light.
Okay, and then a bucket and a shovel for a little bit of gravel. And a little mulch and flour if you have leftover flour, I don't know. But I think the easiest way is probably to just remove those little bricks, take a shovel and spade it, pull the weeds out and throw mulch and plant flour if you want to. And just mulch is okay too, I think.
Yeah.
I think Lisa's always brought some daylilies. Maybe she could bring some of those. Mention that to her. Okay. Very good. June 8th.
Oh, I had a question, the tether, the dog tether.
Oh. Question 2, and I forgot.
I will follow up with Gordon. I don't
Okay.
know if he ordered it or not.
Okay.
I'll follow up.
Okay.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah.
It was getting passed around, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
you thought it was easier to go through the office, but,
yeah.
okay.
And Amy, if you just send me two, you could always just send me the link of what
Send you
you're
the
looking
link,
for.
okay.
And I'll just, if he hasn't bought it, I'll just go ahead and take it.
Okay, okay, sounds good.
The dog classification appeal will happen on May 20th. Just an update on it. So,
Now, is the whole council
At
present for
6:30.
that?
no,
No?
nope. There'll be a council member, veterinarian, the city attorney,
Police chief?
mayor, and I think a member of the police, I don't know if it's a chief or not. So I think 4 or 5 people.
Okay, it's May 20th at 6:30 here, I assume?
Yes.
The mayor put it together. Okay. Such board to be appointed by the mayor, comprised of 3 members, a veterinarian, member of the council, member of the Animal Control Advisory Committee. So there's a city council member and a veterinarian and one from here. And the city attorney has to be present also.
So is Lisa coming?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like everybody else has conflict of interest.
Yeah, and I was the swing person because I can go 2 ways.
Yeah.
So I'll
Wait,
be the
what?
veterinarian.
What is it? The dog, what are you talking about?
Oh,
I was reading, I'm sorry.
it was a level 3 classification given to a dog,
Oh,
and with restrictions, the person is appealing that.
okay.
And then there's an official appeal process, and a board has been set up for that.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Any other old business? New business, police report. We don't have a police representative here. TNR update. We were turned down from city council for a renewal of the TNR project, which we had 1 year. The video has not been uploaded, so we were going to review that as to what their questions were, concerns.
Yeah.
I know some of them said that the stray policy we have now is adequate, and why should we go further? But I wanted to listen to the concerns there so we could go further. It's difficult for a small town because we don't have large numbers to measure. And with the TNR project, it's an investment over time
Mhm.
because there's no sudden drop in population. It's a gradual process. Many will say that by the 3rd year, there was definitely a difference. But after 1 year, it's hard to measure. So I wanted to listen to their concerns.
Yeah, what their reasoning was behind.
Yeah,
Because I think when it was initiated, it was stated that it would take more than 1 year for any,
well, as it got passed by the city council, it was right now, you can't return a striped cat. And so with this
Yeah.
overrode that ordinance. And so there was some concern about that, so they passed it as a,
temporary or contingent or,
yeah, as a trial,
Yeah.
a 1-year trial. And we expected it to be renewed, but it didn't, so. I guess hopefully it will be uploaded. At some point, we can address the concerns. And the policy for strays is pretty good. It's been here for a long time. Well, how much in addition is this going to benefit the city? And Ashley, do you have any other questions or comments?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think people are gonna actively turn in feral cats if they know they're gonna be euthanized.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And right now, the way it's handled, a very small percent of them are euthanized, so.
Yeah,
um,
but then the ones that aren't are reproduced, you know.
Yep.
I mean, you guys know it, so I don't have anything
Yeah.
really to add.
yeah.
it's a long-term control measure, and it's hard to measure in a small town. And so I think if we see some specific concerns that we can address, I think we can bring it up to the council again. But without that, we're sort of talking about ourselves, so. So we'll keep that, I don't know necessarily on the agenda, but we'll keep it in mind moving forward. It's not a subject that's dropped just because it wasn't renewed. We can still consider it. So. Other new business? Seeing none, our next meeting date will be at the dog park on June 8th. Move to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Amy, Ashley, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed nay. Motion carried. We're back to regular time again.
Yes. I like these short meetings.